Hi, I'm Beth Ann.
What's up? I'm Ayla.
This is Let's Talk BL, a boys love podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast. Season 2, new vocabulary. We are thrilled. Ecstatic. Super excited, though, as is our brand.
Yeah.
Because we're here with another guest, a very in-demand guest, someone that we have been asked for multiple times. Yes. So many times.
Someone that we really wanted to talk to.
Yeah. It's going to be fascinating. Today we're here with, we think, the best manager in BL. Don't tell any of the other managers, but I mean, pretty sure the best manager in BL.
Yes.
Today we're here with Alex.
Hi.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us. We are fascinated by your job and what you do because we were big into K-pop and loved some managers over there. So when we got into BL, it was so interesting to see that so many of these artists just like have your information in their bio. And that's just not something we have in the West, that it's like, oh, we can line this Alex person to potentially talk to JaFirst or to, get presents to JaFirst.
This person.
Anything. So yeah, it was really interesting. So then we reached out to book guests and we got to know you and we were super excited.
So, I mean, as is our brand. But so what we want to know to get started is when I messaged you in the beginning.
You're like, who is this?
You're like, who is this girl? No, what was your first impression of Let's Talk BL in the podcast? And like, was it weird? Was it exciting? What did you think as a manager? Because your whole job is to protect your boys, right? Our boys, everyone's boys. So what was your first impression? What was your first thought?
Protect.
Yeah, for me, when I heard about the Let's Talk BL, like, of course, like, I searched it on the internet right away because I really want to know, like, how's it going? Like, like, how's you guys, like, run the show, something like that. And then I feel like it's very interesting because because I only work in Thailand at the moment with the BLs, so I don't really know how big is like BL industry like actually grown. And then when I heard like in America a lot of people like a BL fan as well is pretty big over there too. Like I'm get very excited because I feel like it would be nice if like a lot more people will like get to know JaFirst, my boys, and then just like fall in love with them just like other people do here, and also like just like what I do. So I actually feel like it's gonna be a good opportunity to like get other people to know them too.
Yeah. We're fun. Thanks. So I have a funny story about our first impression of you because actually we knew who you were before we found out you were JaFirst's manager. In a really weird twist of events. Yes. So back in the day when I first got into BL, when Beth Ann first like locked me in a room and made me watch BL.
Because I knew that the people needed to know about BL.
So back in the day, my very first favorite BL boy was Golf. Mm-hmm. And so, I'm on like the Instagram searching the hashtag, like looking for Golf, all the stuff as you do. And I found this picture of you on set with Golf. And I was like, who is this girl? I was like, first of all, she is beautiful. Who is this girl? So I'm like on your Instagram trying to figure out, I was like, why is she there? And I had sent like Beth Ann. I was like, who's this person? I was like, I think she's like lived in America. I was like, she seems so cool. And then fast forward a long time. We start the podcast. We love JaFirst. We want to talk to them. We're desperate to talk to them. And we put in your info and I was like, it's the girl. I was like, it's her.
Yeah,
it's fate. So now we see each other. I'm not that girl anymore.
No.
Now we know you.
Now we know you.
Okay. We have a few fun questions. So first, apart from JaFirst, who is your favorite actor?
Apart from JaFirst.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say JaFirst.
Okay. How do I say? Actually, I don't know. Like I'm not usually watch like Thai movie series.
It can be.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, any actor.
Oh, okay. I actually like Mila Kunis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I really like her. Like she got a beautiful face and like Yeah, she's very talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Amazing. Okay. And then apart from Don't Say No
And you
Charm
also
Type,
can't say Tarn type or close friend.
Yeah. What is your favorite show, series,
Any show.
whatever?
Oh, okay. I told Sunset about you.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like them. They're so cute, like super cute.
Yeah.
Are you currently binging anything right now?
Sorry?
Are you currently binging anything right now?
What
or
is that?
watching anything?
At the moment, not really. Like I'm working a lot.
You're too busy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You didn't watch anything in quarantine?
Yeah, I'm just like checking like Emily in Paris, something like that, like just on
Yeah.
Netflix. Yeah, but not really like, super like series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to play a quick little game of Lost in Translation, but obviously with a twist. So this is a version called Lost in Translation, fill in the blank. So you're going to fill in the blank for us for our basic Lost in Translation, which is a game we played with JaFirst. So do you feel like JaFirst now? You're just as famous.
Okay. That's a little
Amazing.
bit weird, but okay. Do I have to make it fast though? Or just like
No.
Okay, that's good.
They're probably gonna enjoy this because you're going through what you put them through.
Yeah, I usually just sit in the back of the camera and just tell them like, "This is it. Remember?" You know?
Smile.
And now you have to do it.
No, you have to do
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Okay, so first up, what is your Thai name? We all know you as Alex, but what's your name?
Like nickname?
Yeah.
Gam.
Gam.
Gam is
Okay.
mean chic, like chic here.
Oh,
Because like when I
cute.
was young, I have like super chubby cheek, like very big when I was born. So like, yeah, that's my Thai name.
Cute.
Like you
We
all heard them like call me Picam many times. Like JaFirst, they like to call me that.
Cute.
Very cute.
I love that. Yeah, because we have another Thai friend, and his English name is William.
Yeah.
And then we found out that his like Thai nickname is Arm. And so sometimes we'll hear him introduce himself to people as Arm, and we're like, who? What?
Yeah, and like his arm, right? I'm cheek. That's
Yeah.
weird. We are like the part of the body kind of people.
It's very interesting. That's been the coolest part about getting into Thai artists is like learning the nuance of names that again we don't have here. I mean, I get nicknamed mostly because people have a hard time with Beth Ann.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I get lots of nicknames, mostly just variations of like the letters in my name. Okay, so next, what is your birthday?
17 January 1992.
Oh my God! Happy birthday!
Soon!
Yeah, it's like very soon, in a couple of days.
That's amazing. My birthday is January 19th, so
okay,
very
that's
close.
perfect.
Yes.
You're both Capricorns.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm like right on the edge.
And you know what, Alex? I feel like based on how I know you work, because when we were booking, you would be messaging me and it would be like 1 a.m. And I was like, why is she awake? So that is like classic Capricorn behavior.
Oh yeah, we never sleep, huh?
I was like, go to bed, stop working.
Never happened. I stay out until like 4 every day.
Oh my gosh.
Classic.
Okay. Another important one for all of us.
Which actually, I know that you get this question a lot, but we're going to ask it again.
Okay, so how tall are you?
I'm like 5'3", like 162 centimeter. Yeah.
5'3".
I'm also 5'3".
Yeah.
We're the exact same height.
Perfect.
I,
Yes.
however, am 5'11", and so much taller.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
So taller than First, right?
Yeah, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
What is
Like,
it in centimeter though?
Yeah. What do you know? You're in centimeters?
Don't.
You
I
don't?
should know.
We're going to have to look that up for you.
I feel
should
like
look that up.
170 something or 180.
I think closer to 170 something.
Like 170.
Because isn't
171.
this my fangirl's gonna jump out? Isn't Jaw like 183?
188.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's 188. So I'm not sure. Like he's 6 something.
Yeah.
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 So 180 maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
We'll go with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'll hang out with Ja. You can hang out with First.
Okay.
Amazing. Okay. And then 3 fun facts about you that
You
no
think
one
people might not
knows.
know.
Fun fact about me. You think people might not know?
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually scared of fruit.
You're scared of First?
What?
No, fruit. Like
Oh,
fruit.
why?
It's kind of like my phobia. Like when I was very
Oh.
young, so like I'm kind of like, how to say? I don't feel like I want to eat it. Like I can look at it, but when I touch it, I feel like really bad.
Interesting.
Well, and
I
we
don't
just
know
saw on your stories you just went to Hawaii, so that must have been really hard for you.
Yeah, like I mean, like in Thailand as well. Like Thailand is the, like we have a lot of fruit here because we like summer kind of country. So yeah,
Right.
like the boys they actually like to scare me with fruit sometimes.
Yeah, I can
They're
see
like,
that.
"Oh,
Yeah.
give it to her. She like it." And then people just put it in front of me. I'm like, "Thank you." And then I put it away. And then they were like, "Yeah, give her more. She'll like it."
Oh no.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That is
yeah.
a good one. Okay, number 2.
Number 2, we might have to do the fast forward for this. Like, it's really hard. I don't really know if like okay, wait a second.
Ooh, you told us one before we started recording.
What is it?
I'll say Alex's second fun fact. I'll say it.
Okay, go for it.
You've been to 47 states? 48 states?
Yeah, 47, yeah.
47 states. I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I haven't been to 47 states.
No.
Yeah.
I've lived here my whole life.
Yeah, and most of the state I went there by myself because I'm driving all over the US, like because of my old job. Yeah, so I have to visit like pretty much every city. Like 2-3 city in each state.
Wow.
Interesting. Okay, here's a question. How long have you lived in Thailand?
Like my whole life? But like I mean, I'm go back and forward like US and
Yeah.
Thailand time. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I go back to the US like every year, so a couple times a year.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, where have you spent most of your time in the States?
New York
Okay.
City. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Most
Very
of the
cool.
time there.
Yeah, I lived there for the last 4 years.
Oh, nice.
Amazing. Yeah, it was wonderful. Okay, let's get into the questions. You survived Lost in Translation.
Fill in the blank.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, the question that everyone wants to know, how did you get into artist management?
This is like so like how to say like I got this message more than like 100 times.
Yeah.
And people really want to know. And to be honest, this is the first place I'm going to say like, like all the details because like
because you have the dream job. Like, let's be honest, we want to be Alex when we grow up.
Yeah, actually a lot of people asking me like what field did you study, like when you graduate so you become an artist manager. I'm like, there is not such a field that you will study and become the
Nothing will
artist manager.
prepare you.
Yeah, I feel like that is the opportunities, like more to that. But like, yeah, it started from like I think 2019, like the end of 2019. I'm still in the US, and then I got back like around January. Turn out I cannot go back anymore because they shut down the border.
Right.
Because of COVID. So I actually lost my job in the US.
Oh
So
my
I
God.
stay in Thailand and still like, what should I do with myself, And then I just met one friend by accident. And then she told me like they're like having a company and they're looking for someone to come like helping them with stuff, which is like they don't tell me yet like what stuff is that, it's just like, yeah, we need some help here, if you're looking for something you should come. I'm like, okay, sure. That I'm like, because I actually like with my old job I'm taking care of the exchange student from like Thailand to the US to Thailand.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I'm also a graphic designer. Yeah, so like I'm telling them like I have this experience and I'm a graphic designer. So like if you need anything with that, like I think I can do it like pretty easily. She said like, yeah, that will work. I'm like, okay. So I thought like I probably got a graphic designer job. And then turned out when I get into the meeting, the first meeting, they said like, I got a job already. I don't even have to do the interview or anything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they just said like, yeah, you can do this. Like I think
They just hand you 2 boys.
That's the dream.
yeah. Yeah, and then like when I went to the first meeting, turn out they're just like, yeah, this is your job. I'm like, do what? Managing like artists. I'm like, what do you mean by artists? Like artists, like celebrity. I'm like, you know, like I don't know how. Like, I'm like, how do I do that? And then it just started to like, yeah, you know, like we'll let you know.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
gosh.
Yeah, I know. And then after that, a couple of times, like after 2-3 meetings, I just know the Y icon about to finish. Like they're about to announce the Y icon thing. That time I don't even know it's gonna be them. Because I just know it's gonna be like someone who got chosen from the Tan Type season 2. Yeah, they have a competition thing. So I just knew that, and then turn out they say like, okay, it's gonna be done first.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's
It's
how-
fascinating. That's a little terrifying too. I feel like if I walked into a job and they're like, "You're going to be doing this thing that you have nothing about," I would be so scared.
Oh yeah. But when I saw like I saw them for the first time, they look as scary as I am. And it's like, who are you? I'm like, I don't know. Who are you?
Yeah,
And
we
just,
have
like,
seen
look at each other.
we've seen the footage from that icon thing that you were
The
talking
competition.
Yeah.
about. And so I mean at that time they were like so young and like just wide-eyed.
I know. Little
Yeah.
babies.
Little
They
did
look
they
so
know.
young, innocent. But they're not.
Amazing. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And that answers the question that everybody always wants to know, which is like, how did you get JaFirst, right? Like that's the question, is to like, how did you find those specific boys?
Yeah. It's just
That's
like, yeah, we randomly found each other, I guess.
So you guys were like learning how to do this together at the same time.
Yeah, actually, yes. Because like, for example, like first he never had like a manager before.
Okay.
So it's kind of new for him as well to like, okay, so are we stick together now? I'm like, yeah, I think so.
Cute.
That's so funny. And it's funny because I remember when you went back to the States for the holidays, Beth Ann texted me and she was like, what's First gonna do?
No. Like, is he gonna be okay?
Is he gonna be okay? And then we started seeing people on Twitter saying the same thing. Like, are they gonna be okay without her?
Yeah, they are fine, but they call me all the time.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
So
they just want to see things like, Alex, show me Disney World, you know, like I want to see. I'm like, okay.
Here's what we need to do. We need to bring you to the States and JaFirst can come and we'll do like a little fan meeting for them. But then we can like, then we can grab dinner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, why not? I think that sounds interesting. They really want to go though. When they see like me on a trip, they really want to go.
Yeah. The States would love JaFirst.
I think they would.
For sure.
Yeah.
We'll
figure it out. We'll figure it out. So speaking of the States.
So wait, question.
Okay.
Did you know who Ja and First were before you started managing them?
To be honest, I don't. Like I'm actually like I don't know any BLs like until I start like when they told me like, okay, you're gonna work on this project without telling me which position, I'm just like, okay. And that's the time I'm start to like watch Tan Type season 1. And then because I have to be on the process of season 2. That's why I'm like start like what to be out. That's when the first time I start to like know everyone, and then I'm just feel like, oh, this is really fun actually. I kind of like found myself a BL girl as well, because like when I like was the first BL, which is Tan Type season 1, I'm like, oh my god, why I'm blushing? You know, like I'm sort of like, what is
That was
this?
one of my first shows too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
And I was
tarn type that's a big one to start
It's
with.
an experience.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but I think they're very good. So yeah, it's worth it to be the first one, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. So then that leads into our next question. Have you been really surprised at the international attention that BLs have gotten?
When I feel like JaFirst specifically get a lot of international
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
Did that surprise you? Were you ready for it? Like how does all that work for you as their manager?
I'm super surprised. Not just me, but them as well. Like because when I told them like I have checked, but like a lot of your fans, most of your fans, international fans, and then first was just like, oh my god, I cannot speak English, Alex. I'm like, yeah, we can help each other. And they were like, oh, that's so nice. And like he like sometimes he said like it's pretty hard for him to just like see the comments and then he don't know what they're talking about, so that he have to like copy the whole sentence, put it on Google Translate, and it's just like, oh, still doesn't make sense. Like, you know,
welcome to our world.
What they're talking about anyway.
That's so funny because that's exactly what the international fans go through. We have to copy and paste everything and put it in Google Translate.
For the longest time, Instagram Translate didn't work.
Oh, yeah.
And so for Thai specifically, it worked for literally every other language except for Thai. And so we would have to, a lot of times it was like screenshotting things and throwing it into Google Translate because
you have to like highlight it. It's
all the
whole thing.
It's worth it though.
That's so relatable, I think. And this
is why we're trying to learn Thai so that we can speak JaFirst.
Yeah, we try to speak a little Thai. I think first relaxed a little when we spoke a little bit of Thai to him. I think we saw in his face he was like, oh, okay, they're okay with sounding stupid. It's fine.
But yeah, like I'm pretty happy though because I feel like I'm so happy that the boys actually touch so many people outside of Thailand. Like, I mean, in Thailand we're so like happy, but like when we see it growing more and like outside of Thailand as well, like not just in some country in Asia, but also in like America or like in South America or like, you know, in other places as well. Like that's just so nice.
Yeah, I see a lot of South American fan groups for JaFirst. Has that been challenging for you? Because you, of course, speak fluent English, but Spanish. What about that?
To be honest, like Espanol is one of the language that I really want to like study, like learn how to really speak Espanol because I live in New York before and a lot of my friends speak Espanol. But it's pretty hard. So it's still good because like most of them like communicate in English anyway. So
yeah.
So what was that process like for you to get JaFirst to manage them in? So you were introduced to them in Tarn Type when they got Tarn Type?
Actually,
or like right after
the Y icon, like because there's Y icon first, and then there's some like some gap between that, and then start the Tarn Type season 2.
Okay, so what was it like to see that growth from Tarn Type season 2 all the way through Don't Say No?
They went from babies and now they're they're JaFirst.
Now they're JaFirst.
So different to be honest. Like I feel like they take their work more serious, I guess, because of the you know how to say, like the pressure they feel on their shoulder. Like before that, they know that they are part of this and they want to do their part the best, and like how to say, like they're scared that they might they're scared that they might make other people work like not going as smooth as it's supposed to be. So, you know, they're a little bit scared because they're so young and not that much experience. But when it comes to Don't Say No, like they just, so when they found out that, okay, they have to work at the main actor, they feel a lot of pressure, to be honest, because they feel like not just their role anymore. They have to make sure the whole thing go perfect, go smooth, and people gonna love it. Or like, you know, like they keep telling like P May, or they keep telling PK, which is the director, many times, like if it's bad or if it's not okay, please don't let it pass. Okay, like just like we don't mind working again and again. Just like do as much as you want to make it like very good, something like that.
Well, they killed it.
I mean, yeah, they did it.
Wild.
Has that been difficult for you as their manager to to kind of have them doing these bigger and bigger and bigger things, or has it been like because you got to grow, it wasn't as hard?
I feel like it's a little bit hard because sometimes, like, okay, for example, something that's super challenging, like singing or like dancing, like first really good with dancing,
Yeah.
but Ja not super good with dancing, or like something like that, like, or a singing thing, or like when they have to do the their own song for the OST of the
Right.
series. Yeah, that's very challenging as well for them. But for more job that like coming in the future, I kind of like let them know ahead like what they have to do or what is
Right.
coming to them, so they will be like more prepared. But yeah, I think we can do it.
Yeah. I think you guys make a great team. I know we love seeing you guys as like a team. It's a
Yeah.
little, yeah.
You like can't have JaFirst without
Alex. That's why everyone was so concerned when you left. No?
That's true.
Yeah, they were like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Behind
You
the
are the
camera."
glue.
Yeah.
So another thing we're dying to know, and we know other fans are just desperate to know, how close is everyone in the entertainment industry over there? Because it's pretty small, right? I mean, we love seeing all the friends hang out from like the different shows, but it's crazy because in the West you just don't really see that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like exactly how tiny, how close is everyone? How does everyone know each other? It seems like everyone in the Thai entertainment industry knows each other.
It's always interesting when a birthday happens because you'll get birthday posts from people that you're like, oh, they know each other.
Yeah. So in Thailand, to be honest, is pretty like in entertainment industry is pretty small, especially like for example the BL world in
Yeah.
Thailand is pretty small, so everyone kind of know each other somehow. Or like if you work like, I mean, if you from the same modeling or same building that they call like building all the time, you will know each other. Like just like friend of friend of friend, or like, oh, I used to work with this person but only one scene on that series, and then I work with another person which is friend with that person I worked before last week.
Right.
Yeah, so like that's how a lot of people know each other. But they are maybe not super close, but they're all good friends.
Well, we see like occasional footage from casting, and it's always interesting who shows up that after you watch a show and you're like, oh, behind the scenes footage from different castings where it's like, oh, that boy that like is from this show over here that
was like
auditioning
a Tarn
for
type
this
casting.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
sometimes when they went to like the casting, there's so many people go to the casting, and usually took like 3-4 hours or 5 hours on a casting day. So like 100 of people probably just like sit and talk a lot. And all of them casting on the same project, so you might see them again on another casting project, which is like, they were like, oh, you again, hi, should we have a contact or something, because we're gonna see each other again on another casting.
We can carpool to the next casting.
Yeah. So like maybe that's how they know each other as well, because not a lot of people know each other when they're working together, but when they like, oh, I tried that project before, they didn't choose me, but like I met a new friend, something like that. Yeah,
that's interesting. Okay, you said you're always working, you're up until the wee hours of the morning. So what is truly like the most challenging part about being an artist manager?
well, first thing that's like super important to me is like time.
Yeah.
Like to manage time. That is like crazy though, because to be honest, like before I'm working with them, I'm someone who just like, I go whenever, just like, okay, not late, but like not too soon, not too early, don't have to think too much, just myself. But as a manager, I have to make sure two people will get there at the same time, or like before the meeting time, or like, because as the actor, you shouldn't be late. Like that's something is unacceptable for like being late, because you make the whole team late waiting for you. Yeah, so time is something that's very important to me. And to make sure they're not too tired as well. Like, like you're not
possible.
Yeah, like you managing someone's life. It sounds a little bit crazy though, but
Yeah.
yeah, you do managing their life. Like, did you eat? I'm not hungry, but you have to eat, right? And they were like,
Mhm.
yeah. You know, you like, yeah, you have to like try to like see their reaction and just like force them to do things that they think they don't want to do, but they need it. Something like.
As a nanny, I feel like I'm perfectly equipped for this job.
What Beth Ann is doing is putting in her application to come be your assistant.
100%. Do you have an apprenticeship? Possibly.
But yeah, like I mean, for me, it's like to. It sounds kind of fun. A lot of people think that you just go to work with them. Anywhere they go, you just go there, and what did you do? Just sit there, look at them? Like, not really.
You're
because,
like, no.
Like, no.
yeah,
Yes,
because
yes.
like you have to check many things about them. You have to know like if what does this face mean, like when they do it, or like when they need something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to really know them.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Well, and I know because we get this question sometimes too about like, how do you guys book actors to come on the show? And I think people forget that managers are actually the ones behind all of that. That like, yeah, when you go with them, you're not just sitting there looking at them. You actually are like, you have to be online and people are messaging you and like, Ayla is bothering you again. No.
Yeah, like I'm on my phone all the time, because like there's like work call, there's like work message, emails, like all the time. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Crazy.
I can't even imagine what the notifications are like on your phone.
Yeah.
And especially when their fans is not just in Thailand, but in other country. For example, like you guys, or like in some other country that have different time zone with us.
Right.
Yeah, I have to make sure that like I talk to like everyone, or like get all the how to say, like all the email done at the time, like the person over there will see it.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, time zones.
That's something we learned.
Man, because we're also interviewing artists in the Philippines and Taiwan
in Singapore.
And it's
So
like and we have daylight savings time in the States. So the time changes once a year. So it's like I can't even.
Yeah, our time with Thailand just changed. So now we're like relearning what time it is. And we had it memorized and now we have to like relearn.
Yeah. And I moved time zones in the States. So like I'm now in Central time zone where I was in Eastern time. It's a whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
So anyways, that leads into, do you think that BL could become as big in the States as it is in Asia and in Thailand?
I think yes. Like I think that's possible though. Like I think it's possible because like I mean, in America, like everyone's like super open.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, and I like the concept in America though. I don't know if it's like true or not, like because I'm not like American like you guys are, but like I really like the concept of love. Like you have a right to love whoever you want, and like when it's come to that, so when it's like come to the movie or whatever, people will accept it at the first time they see it, like, oh, like this is normal, like this is happening anyway. Not maybe just a few people like not accept that, but I think most people will. And I don't know, when they see like the concept of the BLs, like especially the Thai BLs, they might fall in love with the boys as well.
Yeah, I actually showed someone today a BL and they were like, wow, this is interesting. Someone that had no concept of like Thailand or anything Asian. They were like, this is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think it happens to us pretty frequently. I know there was one time when we were watching a BL, it was like a currently airing BL, and my sister's boyfriend was, it was a holiday in America, so we were all hanging out.
Yeah.
And he sat down and he started watching it with us, and he like had to get up to go to the bathroom, and he was like, wait, you guys, will you pause it? Because he wanted to keep watching it. Like he was so interested.
Yeah. I feel like BL can grow like pretty big in the US as well. Just like have to find the right spot to hit. I feel like that.
Yeah. And so I think you particularly do a really good job with this, which is why we were so excited to talk to you, in that like one thing we know as fans is like it's nice to be included.
Aw.
And I think you do such a good job,
Yeah.
like you personally, of like interacting with fans and sharing things and like retweeting and liking stuff. So why is that something that you make time for? Because it must be so time consuming.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's
Yeah.
like, this is actually from JaFirst though, because JaFirst, they're always asking me all the time. Like, you might not know this, but they're asking me all the time, like, what are they talking about now? What happened? Like, like, anyone post any photo of me? Like, something like that, because like they don't really know how to use Twitter. So
Yeah.
that's when I go to Twitter more often, and then I start to see more things, and then they say like, I just feel like the fans like really want to communicate with them, and like the person who closest to them is me. So I feel like it would be nice if I can show like other people the another side of them, like behind the work part.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's not gonna take. I feel like that's work too, but I do it for fun as well. It's just like sharing with friends. Like, if you love my brother, you're my friend too, something like that. Yeah, so I really enjoyed doing that though. Like, because when I post some video, some photo of the boys, and then the fans are super happy. They're like, "Oh, we miss him so much. Like, we like this kind of video. This is so cute." And it's just like what they do in natural. So I'm just feel like, yeah, like we don't have to set any studio or anything to do that, so it's just like pretty easy. But
Yeah. We really like the like dinner content where it's like, oh, it's like we're at a restaurant with them hanging out and grabbing some food.
Yeah, actually, I really
yeah.
like that where they feel like including. Like, I like to make the fan feel like they're including in like our activities in every day.
Yeah.
Because that's what we feel like we want them to be. Like JaFirst, like they want to see their fans so much, but like, yeah, this COVID is so bad. Yeah, like so many events, like we supposed to be like there to see them like many time, and then they got canceled because of the COVID like many time. Yeah, so maybe this is the way that I feel like I can communicate or like put them together.
Well, I can tell you it's very much appreciated. I know everyone is always commenting and you see it, but yeah, it's nice to feel included. I will say one of my favorite videos, I think you do a really good job of making people feel like they know them, because I remember you posted a TikTok of like y'all were on set and you were joking about the wig from Until We Meet Again. Truly, which is one of my favorite things in the world. I actually love Peace In. I love that character.
Yeah.
And so you
That
like
show is
had
just so
posted
good.
this TikTok of like somebody was like holding like an extension up, and I think it was you. You were like, "Peace in, peace in," and everybody was like, "Ja is so funny," because that's one of the things that gets lost in translation if you are an English speaking fan. Is like you don't realize that he's really funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And, like I remember but especially me, but we all watched this video. We were like, he's really funny. Like he can make jokes.
Yeah, he is. Like, Ja's actually a pretty funny person. Like, he like to prank a lot of people. Yeah, but like the people he's prank, like usually happy when he do that though, because he's like a bit annoying but cute. He like to do that like a lot. So yeah, he's very funny person.
Trouble.
So much trouble.
So you talked about this a little bit with getting into the Thai entertainment industry, kind of sight unseen, not knowing really much about it. What is something about the Thai entertainment industry that Western fans might not know about, or something that's really different that you thought was interesting when you got involved?
Well, one thing that I know is like the personal life thing is a little bit different. Like here, okay, like I don't know if I said it's gonna be good or not, but just like this is my opinion though. In America, like you can be you.
Yeah.
Like
we talk about that a lot.
Yeah, like you can see, like, for example, Justin Bieber just gonna walk there, and if he don't want you to take a picture of him, he would just say like, "Stop, take a photo of me, please." Mm-hmm. And he'll ask nicely or whatever the way he wants, but like that is his right to say. Yeah. But here sometimes it's a little bit like because in our culture you have to be like super nice and polite.
Yes.
But sometimes when it gets to some point that is not comfortable for them anymore.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know, like, I usually there, so I will be the one who's just like, okay, let's go, you know.
Yeah.
But if I'm not there, sometimes like JaFirst, they told me as well that like sometimes they went to the restaurant in the shopping mall with their family or with their friends, and turn out like there's a group of people like following them to every restaurant they go, or like they go to
Wow.
supermarket, like go to the supermarket as well, you know, like, and when they're gonna go home, like someone look like gonna follow them home, which is, that one is scary for
Yeah.
them. I feel like, you know, that is not safe for them. Like, they know the fan love them so much, but like sometimes, like, you know, with this, I think in the US is not okay, but in Thailand it's like, it's not okay as well, but you still see it sometimes.
It's more common. I think in the States, because we have paparazzi, there's that separation where we know we're going to get, I guess, content, or we know that people are following them anyways. And like when I lived in New York City, I remember like casually passing celebrities all the time. And you do this moment where you're like, you recognize them, but like it's New York City and you see them all the time and you just kind of like maybe say hi or just keep walking by. But it's like, yeah, I could never imagine just like following an artist. But yeah, we've heard that a lot about Asian cultures in general. You know, being into K-pop, we hear about that too. But it's a scary part of that world that like we don't condone, and we definitely are like, we want these guys to be respected because they are showing us just a small part of their job, right? Like these are artists and this is their work. And that's why we appreciate so much what you do, including us and giving us content, because that's still a big part of their lives and what they're, you know, what they're sharing with us
and protecting them. We do appreciate that, because everyone jokes all the time. Everyone's like, must protect. Yeah. I think especially first,
100% die for first.
I would die for first immediately.
If you also need bodyguards,
if he needed me to.
We will, when we come to Thailand, we will help you do whatever bodyguarding needs to be done.
I mean, everyone jokes about like must protect, like we need to protect them, but you actually get to you actually protect them, and I know we appreciate that, because you know, we would if we could.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So now that you are manager extraordinaire, you're the coolest manager in all of BL.
Truly.
And I mean, especially after jumping into this job that you had no idea what you were doing. Do you now have goals for yourself as a manager? Is there anything that like you really want to do or you're looking forward to doing?
Actually, I'm more looking forward to them to like get a bigger job, or like, you know, like
such a manager.
Yeah, like because I don't know, like for me, if they go like, how to say, if they success, like super success, I feel like success with them, because I'm a part of that too, you know, like, yeah, I don't know, for me, like just to see them going out there on top of somewhere and people like, you know, clapping their hand for them, just like that they're good or something like that. That's how I'm happy.
I mean, I see that happening for JaFirst.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know everyone's super excited to see what they're going to do next. When we did that interview with them, and we asked like a really softball question. We were like, what kind of show would you want to do next if you did one? And they both kind of clammed, and they were like, we can't tell you. And we were like, so there's something coming.
We want to know in general.
And immediately everyone, and then the Mandan interview came out, and they kind of talked about they're doing something else soon. Yeah. And everyone jumped on it. So I think everyone is going to be real excited for whatever's coming next.
Yes, for sure. And we, again, like just appreciate what you do as a manager, because we know JaFirst are talented. They're great artists, but like, you
make it happen.
You make it happen. You get them places, literally.
I'm just a small part of this. Like, they're the biggest part, so they work harder than me.
You work pretty hard.
Yeah,
you work pretty hard.
For sure.
I try.
Okay. So to finish this up, again, we're so thankful that you joined us. We got some great information. I took some notes for my future in artist
Your
management.
career.
Yeah. For when I learn my Thai from William, I will then go to Thailand. Okay, so we have a this or that.
We're going to play a little game. Surprise game. An ending game. So we're going to play this or that. but instead of this or that, you have to say jaw or first.
This is gonna be bad. Like, how can I choose?
We
Okay.
have so many options. Don't worry. No one's gonna get left out.
We're gonna directly send this interview to John first.
Yeah, we'll DM it. No.
Okay, let's try.
Okay, first one. Who would you rather go out to eat with, jaw or first?
Eat. Okay, maybe jaw.
Okay, why?
Because Dad know a lot of good restaurant. He know a lot of like secret place. Like, Alex, have you ever heard of this place? They have such a good spaghetti where no one knows, just me. I'm like, okay. Can I know the name? No. I told no one know, just me. I'm like,
It's his secret. I love that.
yeah.
So
It's
what
a
is your
secret place.
what is your favorite thing to eat?
I love Mexican food.
Ooh.
Like, actually, I can eat Mexican food every day. Like, but
Me
in
too.
Thailand, we don't have it. So it's pretty
Wild.
hard.
You guys have everything.
I know.
Yeah, but we do have like maybe 2-3 good Mexican restaurants.
Gotcha.
I'm from Texas, so I also love Mexican food. So I'm with you.
Oh, nice.
I'm with you. When we bring John first for the fan meeting, we'll go. That's where we're gonna go to dinner. Is Mexican food.
Yes,
there you
please.
go.
Actually, I took him to one Mexican restaurant before.
Oh, did they like
never
it?
try one, so I let him try like fajitas, like some tacos, some ceviche. They kind of like it.
Oh,
Nice.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Who would you rather go to the movies with, jaw or first?
First.
Okay.
Actually, I want to say Ja as well, but first then.
First. Okay.
What type of movie are you going to see?
With first?
Yeah.
That's a big scary movie for sure. Like, he loved those movies.
Oh, I can't do it.
I'll go. I like scary
can't
movies.
do it.
Yeah, I don't like scary movie though, but first really like it. And if you don't go watch with him, he'll be so mad. He'll be like moody all day, just like, okay, like, you know, he would answer something with a weird face, like, you're not like spoil me, you know.
Oh my god.
Talking
Amazing.
to you or something like that.
Amazing.
Okay. Who would you rather take on vacation, jaw or first?
A vacation. Well, if a quiet vacation is gonna be Ja.
Okay.
It's like, you know, a little bit like crazy vacation is probably first. Take a photo all the time. So
Love it. They each provide a different
type of vacation.
Yeah. So I can say Ja.
Okay. So yeah, chill.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. So who would you rather go shopping with, jaw or first? First.
Yeah.
Yeah. First is more fun with shopping, I guess. Ja will like, are we done yet? Ja will be like that. Yeah, but first will be like, oh, this one's cute. I think this one's cute too. And then keep walking, you know.
Amazing.
Nice.
Okay, so last but not least, who would you rather be stuck on a desert island with?
Oh,
first.
Ja. If I go with first, I will die. But if I go with Ja, he probably tried the way to survive. He's a camping kind of guy, you know, like he knows, like, yeah. And first doesn't like hot, like he don't like the heat, the sun. So,
living in Thailand must be very difficult for him then.
Oh, he run from the building to the building just because he don't want to like stuck in the middle of the sun too long.
Oh my god.
Amazing. We did just talk to an actor that said he hung out at the mall a lot because of the air conditioning.
Because there was free AC.
Oh yeah, we do that all the time.
That's so funny. When we were writing these questions, when we got the desert island one, I said, I bet she's gonna pick Ja because if for some reason there was a plane, like Ja could get you out of there, like you could escape. So like survival, right? Like you have to figure out how to survive.
Yeah, like yeah. If you want to survive, maybe go with Ja. But if you want someone to like, you know, help you ride the SOS on the sand until someone come find you, that's gonna be first.
Nice.
I love it.
Awesome.
Okay, well, this was so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for chatting with us. Did you have fun?
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, like you know, this, I'm still excited though. Like, I never done this before, so.
Well, we absolutely appreciate what you do and your job behind the scenes. And I think we do even more knowing more about you and knowing more about the person that just does all the behind
That does all the stuff that makes
stuff.
JaFirst appear. Just appear magically for all of us.
True.
Thank you.
You make it look like magic. There we go.
Yes, yes. Well, this has been Let's Talk BL. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Let's Talk BL at Let's Talk BL. Bye, guys.
Bye.